Hello, I'm Juan Davis, Chief Creative Officer at KCT and PBS SoCal, and I'm joined by the newsroom of KPCC and LAist on a daily reporter roundup. LA County has agreed to pay its outgoing CEO $1.5 million to settle allegations she was harassed by Sheriff Alex Villanueva. Frank, you have the details.
Now, Juan, this is an unusual settlement. According to the settlement, CEO Sachi Hamai has been subjected to severe and pervasive harassment by the sheriff, mostly because of her efforts to rein in his deficit spending. In one case, the sheriff falsely accused Hamai of denying deputies with COVID-19 their salaries, according to the settlement. Hamai's attorney quoted one social media post following the attack as saying, "Wait till Hamai fears for her life and the life of her family." But here's the most amazing thing in this settlement. The county has agreed to provide private security to protect Hamai from the sheriff and his supporters after she retires on Monday. Ever since the sheriff was elected, he has clashed with Hamai and the Board of Supervisors. On the department's Facebook page Wednesday, Sheriff Villanueva called the deal with Hamai a golden handshake that was outrageous during a time of budget cuts to his department.
There's a new trend in COVID-19 deaths in California affecting not the elderly, but working age people. Jack has got that story.
Yeah, a study out of UCLA looks specifically at working aged Latinos. That's anyone between 18 to 69 years old. And the researchers found some troubling trends. Working age Latinos are contracting and dying from COVID-19 at a higher rate than any other race. And deaths for Latinos in their peak earning years, which is ages 50 to 69, have absolutely skyrocketed in the last few weeks. Now, about 4 out of every 10 Californians are Latino, but statewide, Latinos account for nearly half of all the deaths from COVID-19 and 57% of the cases.
The family of Anthony McLean, who was killed by a police officer in Pasadena earlier this month, has filed a legal complaint against the city. Robert's been watching that.
Yeah, McLean's father, Archie Berry, spoke outside the Pasadena Police Department today. It breaks him down, he's what he said, to have his son lost like this. He said he doesn't see any reason why the 32-year-old should have been shot in the back. Police say they pulled over the car McLean was a passenger in for not having a front license plate. He fled the scene and an officer shot him as he ran. Police released photos of a gun recovered at the scene, which they say McLean had thrown into the street. An attorney representing McLean's father says they believe that whatever weapon was recovered by the city of Pasadena was not actually Anthony McLean's. Carrillo, one of the lawyers on this, claims the shooting was a result of negligent training. He says he's asked California's Attorney General to investigate. An attorney representing McLean's sister and grandmother, among others, has also filed a separate claim against Pasadena.
Now, last night, many of LA's sports teams refused to play to protest racial injustice. What's been happening?
Quite a lot, actually. So it started with the Milwaukee Bucks. They decided to boycott their playoff game in response to the Jacob Blake shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin. The NBA stepped in and decided to postpone the rest of the scheduled games, which included the Lakers. Now, the Dodgers also followed suit in solidarity. They didn't play their game against the San Francisco Giants. And the Lakers and Clippers went a step further later that night by deciding to cancel the season if the rest of the league wanted to. Now, it hasn't come to that because as of this morning, NBA players got together, decided to restart the season at some point. They're meeting with the league, the union are all getting together to see when they'll start it up again and under what conditions they'll all play. Right now, it's believed that Saturday, the NBA playoffs will resume. The story has been moving very, very quickly, so TBD on that.
Hey, thanks for that piece of information. Question, does this really create pressure for societal changes that are needed?
Well, we can see an example of that possibly. On Sunday is when Blake was shot. There was no information from authorities on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This morning, though, Wisconsin law officials finally gave the Kenosha Police Department's version of the events that led to the shooting. So you can connect one with the other. I think a lot of the NBA players feel that at least something happened as a result of what they did.
Well, thank you all at the KPCC and LAist newsroom, and thank you for tuning in. Stay healthy, take care of your family, your neighbor, and we will see you tomorrow.